Have you ever noticed how certain life patterns seem to repeat themselves, pulling us back to the same spot over and over? Sadhguru teaches that it's possible to break these karmic cycles and finally live without the weight of old habits. Get ready to step out of autopilot and take control of your own journey. Life can feel like a scratched record sometimes, with the same situations, challenges, and emotions playing on repeat. Sadhguru warns us that if we don't interrupt this tendency, we get stuck in an endless cycle of compulsive behaviors. Think of that habit of checking your phone every few minutes without even knowing what you're looking for. That kind of compulsion is just a reflection of bigger patterns. To break free from them, the first step is to become aware of them. It's all about noticing those repetitive rhythms and understanding how they shape your choices, often without you even realizing it. Breaking these cycles is like learning a new dance. It feels weird at first, but soon it feels freeing. A practical way to start is by doing something completely outside your comfort zone for a weekend. If your typical Sunday is spent lounging on the couch, why not take a walk somewhere new? Or try cooking something different instead of your usual. Little changes like this can help you break these patterns and, along the way, show just how attached you are to certain routines without even knowing it. When you take on these small challenges, you're opening up space for something new in your life. Sadhguru even suggests pushing yourself to do things you usually avoid. Don't like silence? Try a day of quiet introspection. Not into exercise? Go for a light walk. Each time you challenge your own compulsions, you start to see how these cycles lose their grip on you. It's like opening a window to a freedom you hadn't realized was there. Beneath the rhythms that drive us, whether emotional, mental, or even chemical, there's a place of absolute stillness, a peace that nothing can shake. Sadhguru calls this inner stillness, a deep space where no anxiety or impulse can reach. Imagine the calm center of a hurricane, surrounded by intense winds. That's your mind when you connect with this center. And the best part? It's always been there, untouched, just waiting for you to notice it. This peace is a constant source, but we have to look away from the outer chaos to find it. Connecting with this stillness allows you to observe emotional storms from a safe distance. It's like standing on a porch, watching a storm outside while being completely sheltered. Once you learn to access this calm, it changes the way you handle daily challenges. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with clarity because you're no longer stuck in the old cycles. An example: just taking a deep breath before answering in an argument. This pause is a first step toward tapping into that inner peace. Over time, practicing this awareness helps emotions lose their grip over your actions. Throughout the day, there are countless chances to tap into that inner silence, whether it's by gazing at a view, closing your eyes for a few seconds, or even pausing with a cup of coffee. These moments are reminders that, no matter how chaotic life's rhythms get, there's always a safe haven within you. This is where real transformation begins, when you realize that even among all the waves, there's a calm sea always available to you. Breaking free from compulsion takes more than just willpower. It requires creating situations that push you beyond your preferences and comfort zones. Sadhguru suggests that doing what you usually avoid is a powerful way to weaken automatic cycles. If you always avoid talking to someone who thinks differently, try hearing them out. Or if you steer clear of crowded places, try making a quick visit. These small steps start to break down those compulsive patterns, opening up new possibilities for how you can respond. This stepping out of autopilot strategy is essential for inner growth. Sadhguru also recommends surrounding yourself with people who challenge you or even make you a bit uncomfortable. Being around them can be a real patience exercise, but it's also a unique chance to see where you still react on autopilot. Imagine a coworker who constantly interrupts you. Instead of getting irritated, use it as an opportunity to practice staying calm and observing your own reaction. This consistent practice makes you less vulnerable to emotional triggers. Even small actions like these create cracks in the cycle of compulsion, building up resilience. Every time you act differently than usual, you're constructing a new inner structure, a strength that doesn't easily cave to impulses. This process teaches you how to respond with awareness, instead of just repeating old habits. It's like carving a new path in a forest you know well, but want to explore in a different way. From here, it becomes easier to take the next step, where awareness deepens even further. Recognizing that your body, mind, and emotions each follow their own rhythms is a powerful step in personal transformation. Sadhguru teaches that by understanding these layers of rhythm, you can consciously take control of your patterns. Think of the body with its cycles of hunger, sleep, and energy. Then there's the mind, following its own rhythm with thoughts and ideas coming and going. Learning to identify these rhythms helps you spot the triggers that make you act impulsively. It's like watching traffic before crossing a busy street, staying aware of every movement. This layered awareness lets you start adjusting what truly needs to change. Imagine noticing that you always feel impatient before a meeting. That's a chance to break the pattern. Take a deep breath and reset your posture. It's like changing the beat of a song, bringing your body and mind into a healthier sync. Over time, this habit of noticing and tweaking small rhythms creates a more peaceful inner space, where chaotic cycles start to lose their grip. This builds a calmness that once seemed out of reach. By tuning into these inner layers, you open yourself to deep, spiritual growth. It's not about eliminating natural rhythms, but adjusting them so they work in your favor. Just as a musician tunes each instrument for harmony, you begin aligning your body, mind, and emotions into a symphony of personal evolution. This ongoing fine-tuning process creates a strong foundation for the next steps on your transformation journey. This is how the path toward conscious growth unfolds. Life truly becomes transformative when we choose to adjust our patterns rather than living on repeat like a broken record. Sadhguru highlights the importance of evolving consciously, knowing that each small change creates a richer, more meaningful life. Instead of staying stuck in old habits like waking up grumpy or complaining about everything, this practice involves recognizing those routines and changing them. Swapping out morning gloom for a moment of gratitude, for instance, can change the whole day. These little shifts plant seeds that grow, reshaping how you experience life. This conscious adjustment creates a reality where you don't just exist, you genuinely live with purpose and intention. Think about someone who starts adding moments of reflection and self-awareness into their day. Little by little, that simple act becomes a habit that nurtures the mind and brings clarity. It's a subtle yet powerful process that elevates the quality of every experience. This shift changes not just how you see the world, but also how you act within it. This alignment of intention and action is what Sadhguru calls intentional living. As your conscious growth practice deepens, a fresh perspective on life emerges. Every choice becomes a chance to go beyond old limits and embrace the freedom to be who you truly want to be. When the cycle of automatic actions breaks, you uncover the power to shape life actively and meaningfully. This is the real invitation, to choose living over just existing. Each daily decision then becomes a building block on a path of self-discovery and purpose, guiding you to the next phase of your journey. Now that you know the tools to break these cycles, the question is, what will you do starting today to transform your life? Are you ready to leave old habits behind and build a more conscious path? It's time to put these teachings into action, facing your compulsions and seeking inner peace. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and keep diving into this journey of growth. Explore all the potential that's within your reach.